What are my thoughts on PvP, the new system? I've not taken too much of a look at what's going to be coming out, so we do have some patch notes and we're going to take a look at them. I have a general idea of what's going on, but yeah, we're at quite a big turning point in the PvP side of the game. We're saying goodbye to the feast and everything to do with it. That has been a mode that has been prevalent in Final Fantasy XIV for a long time. I've done, I think, 14 seasons, and I stopped playing a lot of seasons as well. So, and then it was going on way before my time as well. So, that side of it, yeah, removing the feast, it's good. In the grand scheme of things, it's good. It didn't work too much as a mode, and I hope that we can move forward with this new mode and have some stuff that's going to be going on. I do have, I would say pessimistic, but I have caution to how this mode will go, and I'll give my thoughts on that as we go along. But I just want to go through this sort of PvP section of the patch notes that we've got and just give some initial reactions as I've not read this. So first and foremost, we're saying goodbye. These Crystal Tower maps, man, we were playing that shit for 5 years. It was so bright, so painful. And the thing, this is how crazy it is, right? So Lichen Weed and Feasting Grounds were two alternative maps, one based on a forest and one based on like, call it like the Wolf's Pier or something like that. These were not available. You could not do these in ranked. You had to do a custom match. So for 5+ years, however we want to call it, 4+ years, 3+ years, we all had to play on some sort of variation of Crystal Tower, even though these two were in the game. Now, the devs at no point made these two available for ranked. That's how much the mode was kind of left. And I say that because I saw the recent post by June Bob saying PvP gets lots of updates. Nah, it don't, bro. Trust me, it does not. You don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm hoping that this mode will be much better in the grand scheme of things. But we'll see. Rival Wings will be unavailable. Doesn't say removed, but generally unavailable. So I'm sure they'll be rejigging that. Again, Rival Wings has not been utilized very well. Rival Wings is a thing because the revival community makes it a thing. When was the last time you saw the original Rival Wings map? The very first iteration. I haven't seen it in years. So certainly some improvements to be done by the dev team. And I've said this before, you can have a new mode, you can have all the bells and whistles. You need someone on it. You need a producer. You need a PvP producer. Game studios have producers. They work on management and schedules. Yes, Yoshi P is the main producer of the whole franchise, but there are producers under him for various teams as well. And they need a PvP one. We can't repeat the same mistakes we had. So, new PvP match, small teams, Crystalline Conflict. Crystalline Conflict pits teams, so Astra and Umbra. So I guess that's going for like the blue and red sort of thing, which is cool. And it's very Team Fortress 2 style. You have to move the, whatever you call it, the crystal across this map, and there are various dips and dives throughout the map. Now, first thing I noticed, we have 3 maps for this mode. Amazing. It's not bright aqua blue. I'm already a happy Lalafell, you know. I can look out to the sea, I can get wrecked by a good team, and I ain't going to feel any salt because dying on that Crystal Tower ground is the worst thing ever. So these little things remind me of, like, you know, remember track and field when you do like the 100-meter race? That's what these remind me of. Interesting. So what are the teams? Oh, the Volcanic Heart, yeah. Yeah, very nice maps. Can't argue with that. That will keep things fresh. And like I say, the PvP community has been conditioned to look at Crystal Tower ground. So giving us variation, we're going to be happy. So good job, Square Enix. So level 30, yep. Okay, so types of matches. Interesting. So I was wondering about this. So casual matches, they don't have any bearing on ranking. I think, so this is where I'm like, you know, I'm a bit torn because I know that with 2 data centers, and I might be talking crap here, so I don't know if they're going to merge the data center specifically for this. I assume not, but let me know in the comments. But there aren't that many players. So in the feast, we always bumped into, there's a top 100 obviously, but you always bumped into the same 15 people. Now I'm thinking this is a mode that has a casual and a ranked. Obviously, people are going to want to play the ranked. Casual feast didn't really exist outside of events and training, so I'm worried that ranked and casual will split a lot of the player base. I don't know, it might not, we'll see. Remember, we're not suddenly going to fix PvP. It takes time, and we never had that many players, so if this mode does not hit well in the first month, it's going to be dying off to the same feast player base. With a 5 versus 5 mode, so we need to make sure this hits well. And again, Square Enix need to be on the ball. They need to change stuff on the fly as they go along to balance. Really important that they're on top of this. Now, there's no role requirements. Now, historically, healers in the Feast have always had the quickest queue times and the biggest advantage. Along with DPS, they are the shot callers. Tanks have always had the worst time, outside of a few seasons where tanks could carry. I'm glad to see the requirements go away. It gives everyone a chance to not have a high ranking of just healers. I'm happy with that. But how do you balance that? How do you make that competitive? I reckon we'll have a similar situation to we have now, where the ranking, I know there's bronze 1, 2, 3, 4, silver 1, 2, 3, 4. I think once you get up to diamond, the games will get proper and competitive. But I do think bronze, silver, and gold, you're going to have some chaos because it's 5 versus 5. It's going to be a casual mode. They don't want to have it too hardcore on the skill. Understandable, the game system doesn't really support it either with the engine. But at some point, it's going to turn into competitive. Now, that's good. It just means that, you know, how high is that ranking? Because there's a lot of ranks, and then there's that crystal rank, which is above diamond. It's a lot of ranks, and we don't, again, how many players are we going to get here? You know, how many players are we going to get? So we'll see. And we'll see how it balances. Like, what happens if you play perfectly and lose? Is there anything you can do to get a few points from that, you know? What's the meta going to be? You know, 5 people on each side, that's a lot. We used to have 4 for Feast. So, beginning the match, 30-second waiting, yep. They're not adding the chat, yep, that's a good call. Quick chat, again, people will abuse quick chat if they're salty. It's never going to change, but also there will be quick chats that are meta, so you might ping a certain quick chat to push a tower or to defend a tower as well. Retaliation, so once you die, you'll go to your base and you can rejoin combat. Yep, makes a lot of sense. Yep, PvP stats don't exist. Abandoning, yep, you get removed. So victory conditions. To win, you must move the crystal from the center to the base. Fair enough. Quite simple. The team with the greatest score. So I do wonder about this. What happens if you get a lot of kills? You lose the game, but you've got a lot of kills. Do those kills help you in any way? Do they give you some points, or do you just lose the game outright? You know, one of the biggest issues of Feast is with a solo queue system, one player could play amazingly well and do everything in their power. But if you lose those points. So how are they going to combat that is what I'd say. And yes, I do have a very creaky chair. I do need a new one. It's because I'm a chunky Lalafell, so it is what it is. So tactical crystal will remain, transporting, yeah, move it across the green stuff. I get all this, you know, checkpoints, yeah, I get that. Good stuff overall. Obviously, this kind of Mario Karts itself in a way. So if you're doing a checkpoint, you're obviously going closer to what I assume will be the spawn, which means they can run back faster, but you have to run longer to get back to the area. So it's going to be interesting in that regard. Yep, HP bars, the sprint thing. This is going to be funny because you know how the server lag is with Final Fantasy. It's very hard to hit people when they're running, depending on your ping. So this is going to be some funny stuff, I imagine. So, jump glyphs. I did not know we had jump glyphs. I forgot about this. So there's jump glyphs on the forest map, and there's Bomberman on the volcano map. Wow, okay. I forgot about those. I remember seeing them, but I forgot about them. That's going to be very interesting to see how that works. And little arena things going on. That's going to be interesting. Yeah. Medicine kits. Okay, they're adding items back in. So fun fact, they used to have items in the Feast. You could pick them up, get buffs. They took them out. What would be hilarious is, and people would get really mad when you did this, the boxes and buffs would spawn at your spawn at the start of the game, right? But if you were quick enough, you could run. You could sprint across the map and steal someone's boxes. Now, people found that really disrespectful, which I found hilarious because, hey, I ran across the map or somebody ran across the map and stole your box. You had all the opportunity to do it. So it'll be interesting if these are also stealable or if they remain for what you're doing. Now, potions will play a big part because healers ruled PvP for 5 years. Now healing isn't going to be a big role. So what do healers do on their singular role? Can they still carry? If they have no carry at all, what then? You know, there's lots of balancing things that need to be considered here. Now, the ranked thing is interesting. So there are tiers and there are ranks. Now, from my understanding, and again, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, you can't derank unless you get crystal. So if I'm gold 4 and I go on a really bad losing streak, I'm going to be gold 1. I won't go to silver. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, because one of the bad things about Feast being RNG was you could play perfectly well, drop 400 points and drop from diamond to platinum. Now, if they're kind of stopping how far you can drop to stay in the tier, that's good, because once you get diamond, you know you don't have to fear going to platinum. Now, I do know that there's something to do with deranking from crystal. I think crystal will probably be where the top 100 ranks lie, but I don't know. We'll see. But I like this ranking system. I think there's a lot of ranks. There's a lot of ranks for the player base on the EU, so I don't know if we need this many tiers, but we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, it'll be interesting to keep that in mind. So yeah, you get your free things, you go at 1, and vice versa. So that's pretty cool. It should be fairly quick to rank up then. Oh, well, I say that, but solo queue is for ranked. So crystal tier, when your skill, so you get crystal credit, 100. So that's kind of like the old feast. So you get 100, you lose 100. And I guess the more crystal ranking you get, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, is there a cap to crystal ranking? We'll have to see. But I hope this will be cool. Oh my God, can you imagine Crystal Wolf? Because all of these titles for getting this rank is Wolf. So I have Diamond Wolf. Crystal Wolf, I like that. That sounds pretty cool. So we'll see. But yeah, what do you guys think in the comments? Are you looking forward to this mode? Did you hate Feast and look forward to this on your Frontlines player, maybe coming into small scale PvP? What do you think about the series reward stuff? So I like this. I like the fact that there's a reason for me to do Frontlines. Now, I enjoy Frontlines. I love Frontlines. But there's no point in me playing it 10 times in a row. I don't love it that much. But if I have a reason, if I know that, hey, I'm going to go for series rank 15 today, there's a good long-term replayability. There's a gameplay loop for me to play that game, which is absolutely awesome. The armor looks awesome. It'll be interesting to see if this is dyeable or not. Because one of the things I'm wondering about, people don't like the fact that rare armors and rare mounts, like in the Feast, were locked to top 100. So are the top 100 rewards for Crystalline Conflict, or whatever it's called, are they going to be plates and titles? Or will top 100 get rewards that make the casual player base angry? Because we know the casual player base hates when people have unique items. They want it available for everyone. So is Square Enix going to wipe the slates clean and have rare and unobtainable or very rare, I don't know, like plates and items and titles, but not gear? We'll see. We shall see. Series level is awesome. Again, I think that's great for the long term of PvP. Series rewards are awesome, and trophy crystals sound pretty cool as well. And I think that's about it for the PvP side of things. Here are the quick chat icons covering target. Interesting. I guess there'll be PvP skills that give you certain like covers and stuff. I'm looking forward to learning the meta. I am. So this is the PvP thing. Okay, so they're bringing back series rank. Interesting. Season 1. So that will be, I guess, Feast Season 1, but Crystal Conflict Season 1. I don't know. And Garrow is coming back. Obviously, it's very clever for them to launch Garrow at the launch of PvP, because Garrow brings in a lot of PvPers, which populates the bronze to silver ranks. Now, I did have an initial concern. Here are my concerns. I'm looking forward to the mode. I'm absolutely hoping to love it. Here are my concerns with the Crystal Conflict mode. Do we have enough players for 5 vs 5? Do we have enough ranks for all the players? What if the mode falls off after a month? What will Square Enix do to keep it going? Again, people can just play casual mode. What will keep the ranked mode going? These are the things that I'm concerned about, just because I've seen a lot of the PvP issues over the 5-6 years I've done PvP at a ranked level. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but the direction of PvP overall is going in a good place. I might be doing videos about it. Again, I make videos when I'm really having fun and talking about PvP and doing PvP. I do have fun with it, and that's why I make the videos about them. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, and we'll see what we can do. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the new patch. And it's good to do another video again. You know, keep the updates going overall. But let me know what's going on, and I'll see you soon. Peace.